To say you gotta know somebody, or know somebody to get somewhere these days. To say you know that's alright, yeah, that's alright. Cause you know that's alright with me. Yeah, you know that's alright, yeah, that's alright. Cause you know that's alright.
Anyone in the back can hear me, let me know. Otherwise, I'm just going to kind of do it like this. All right. So thanks for coming out here tonight. I'm going to tell you a little bit about some of the things that I've done in the past. Tell you about what I call my 2020 vision, which is an idea that I've come up with of how to invest in today's market, buying houses with no money down, without using banks, and I'm keeping the properties. So I'm going to get into some detail about that towards the end of my presentation. I'm going to zip through a lot of stuff so that I can get to that and spend some extra time on it, because I think it's really important. I think a lot of people here would like to hear it. Everybody calls me Philly Phil, because I'm from Philadelphia, of course. That's right. Yep. And Warminster Phil sounds terrible. So I started in this business in 1989 at the age of 23, and I just never stopped. And I just love this business. 22 years I've been in it, and there's no way that I'm going to be leaving it. You need a little help over there with that?
You're good. You're good.
You got it? Oh, okay. All right, cool. All right, so I really see some amazing opportunities coming in the future, and I'm just thrilled about what's going on. So I want to share that with you tonight. Something I always say, get busy buying. You know, this is the time, and I'm going to tell you why I think it's the time, how I think it's the time, what I'm doing. I plan to make very good money in the next couple of years. Not that I'm going to have that money in my hands today, but that 10 years from now, I hope to be feeding my family to the grave from the deals I'm making right now, okay? And that's what I want to talk about. So let's get moving. What type of investor am I? I'm really a buy and hold guy, okay? I started out buying and holding, and then I did every kind of real estate investment you can think of. And after going full circle with all these different ways to buy real estate, I came to the conclusion that the easiest money you'll ever make in this business is making good real estate deals and buying them at the bottom of the market and riding that cycle up to the top, okay, where you enjoy the cash flow, the equity, and all the great things that come with this business. So I happen to believe that that's the best way to make money. When's the top going to be? Who knows? Maybe it'll be 2025, maybe it'll be 2020. I like to call it my 2020 vision, because I got a clear vision of where I'm going. And everything that I'm buying today, I'm planning on keeping for at least 2020. I think that's reasonable. You have to think that way. So I do a lot of, I used to do a lot of selling and flipping. I used to do 6-8 flips a year, and I'm really stopping that now. And what I consider what I do now is I kind of engineer real estate deals. That's what I think of myself as doing. I'm looking for deals. I find ways to structure them. So I'm like an engineer of real estate deals. That's how I view myself. And later on, I'm going to explain how I get paid, how I make money if I'm not selling houses and I'm not flipping houses. How am I making any money, right? You can't just buy houses and hold them. That's not going to feed your family. So I'm going to get to that soon. Here's my book, Addicted to Real Estate, Why I Can't Stop and Why You Should Start. And it's a story of how I got started in this business, how I built up a large portfolio of residential properties, and how I got, you call it half being smart and half being lucky, but at the right time in my career, I started to dump all of my residential properties, and I converted all that money into commercial properties. And that turned out to be a very good move, and I'm going to talk about that tonight as well. I like to say $20 for 20 years experience, but you better hurry up and buy the book tonight, because next year it's going to be $21. All right, so you may notice the front cover of the book had a picture of a couple sitting on a beach. People usually look at that and they go, oh, that's funny, and other people look at it and they go, that's cute. Well, it's not meant to be cute, it's not meant to be fun. That is my entire goal, my entire philosophy, right there. Okay? There's my wife saying, Phil, honey, are you listening? I'm not listening to her. I'm thinking about real estate. I'm addicted to real estate, all right? And in my balloon it says, $12 million portfolio with a 7% annual increase, $840,000 a year in equity. Now, to some of you newbies, $12 million portfolio might sound like a really big number, but I can assure you it is an achievable number, okay? Maybe you can do it in one real estate cycle, maybe it takes you 2 cycles, 1.5, I don't know, depends on how aggressive you are. It's an achievable number. And ask yourself, if you had a $12 million portfolio and you were smart and you had the systems in place for this whole portfolio to run, could you be sitting on a beach? Taking some, maybe not 100% of the time, but an awful lot of the time you could be sitting on a beach. And asking for a 7% annual return is a pretty reasonable expectation. I don't think anybody would say that's pie in the sky. That might happen 2015, 2016, maybe even 2014, who knows? So where are you going to make that kind of money? You're going to, maybe if you're a corporate executive officer and you're making $1.4 million a year, you might be bringing home 840 grand a year in equity, but you're probably not sitting on a beach, and you're probably not very relaxed, because I'm sure that's a very stressful job. 840 grand a year in equity, and I ain't paying any taxes on that, okay? Because it's just equity. We don't pay taxes on equity, all right? So I think that plan is a way to make a tremendous amount of money, but it's also a way to live a stress-free life, to be happy, to have control of your own destiny. It's not just about the bucks, okay? I know a lot of people. I got a friend, he makes $400,000 or $500,000 a year. I call him all the time. He can't even stop working to come have a beer with me because he's working himself to death. So what? Who cares how much money he makes? He makes $450,000 a year. He gives $200 of it to the government, and then he's got to keep up his lifestyle of being the big shot who makes $450 grand a year. So he needs fancy cars, fancy houses, and everything else. And that's just not the life that I want. So I love the life that you can get by being a real estate entrepreneur. If I got that kind of money coming in equity, can I live off of the cash flow from my portfolio, $12 million portfolio? If you buy right, you should have no problem living off the cash flow of a portfolio that size. And people say, well, you can't eat equity. That's baloney, all right? I've been eating nothing but equity since 1997. And if you buy right, if you continue to buy, there'll always be deals in your portfolio that you can liquidate. You don't even need to read my book. All you really need to do is buy it, prop it up on your desk, and look at this picture. Okay? That's it, man. That's it. This business sounds complicated. If you go to meetings and this guy's talking about subject to and this guy's talking about 1031s, it sounds so confusing. It's not. This is an easy business. It really is. You can figure it out if you have reasonable intelligence, you read a lot of books, you go to meetings like you are all here tonight. You're obviously people who want to learn. It doesn't take you that long. A couple of years and you can be kicking butt in this business. So let's keep going. This is the gem of my portfolio. It's called Executech Suites. It's a 47-unit full-service office building in Huntington Valley, PA. So it's like right on the edge of Montgomery County and Bucks County, about a mile outside of northeast Philadelphia. And I was in the process of liquidating my residential houses and looking for big commercial buildings to buy. And I found this building. It was up for sale for, I don't know, $2.4 million or something. I ended up getting it for $2,150,000. It's a great story. I had $10,000 in the bank when I bought this building, and it was listed by one of the most professional commercial real estate brokerages in Philadelphia, Marcus and Millichap. They were charging the owner of this building $140,000 in commission to list this building for them. Okay, here I came along. If you read my book, you're going to find out what I call the signs. I tell people, if you want to get involved in commercial real estate, call the signs. They come up to me after